Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Ezra Lip Hour, more or less. Thanks so much for tuning into the podcast. I'm going to get right to it today. We have a very special guest from the new emerging band, Magic in the Other. I hear they're fantastic. Please welcome to the show, Ezra Lip. Ezra, are you here with us?
Hey, yeah. Good morning. Thank you for having me. I'm really happy to be here.
Now, Ezra, just to give the listeners some context, I was doing some research on you, and you've played with such a diverse and amazing roster of musicians over the years, and you've toured all over the country and all over the world, and you've studied music from all over the world. It's pretty astounding. Am I on the right track here with all this?
Yeah. I have done all that. It's been super fun.
Excellent. Okay, so I understand you have this new band now, Magic in the Other. Tell us something about that, and how is this different from projects you might have been involved in the past?
That's a great question, Ezra. Yeah, so Magic in the Other is a brand new band, and it's really the first time that I'm really leading with my full energy and creativity and vision at the helm of the band, and it really feels like a culmination of all the lessons and experience and wisdom I've accrued over the years, getting to work with so many amazing artists and musicians, and as well as just being a vehicle for me to really be myself and express what I'm trying to express, and musically, and hopefully will be received in a way that's meaningful with people. That's the idea.
Well, congratulations. That sounds super exciting. So would you say this is like a solo project?
Yeah, good question again. No, it's not a solo project. I'm certainly leading it, but I've actually got an amazing trio together. I've got Steve Adams from ALO and Nikki Bloom and the Gramblers, and I got Roger Riedelbauer, who's a great Oakland-based guitarist. He's toured with Jolie Holland for years, and chemistry is great between us, and we've been rehearsing a bunch and playing lots of shows, and it's really starting to get deep and develop into something really cool.
Awesome. And do you have any plans to do any recording in the near future?
I'm really glad you asked that, Ezra, because as it turns out, we do. We have studio time booked in December and January at one of my favorite studios, Tiny Telephone, in San Francisco and Oakland. And actually, we've launched a Kickstarter campaign to help fund the recording and production of the record. So if any of your listeners might want to contribute, it would mean the world. We are planning on recording a full-length record, and really think it's going to be a very cool, very special record that's hopefully going to resonate with a wide audience and bring joy to people, so they can cherish it and listen to it for years. That is the intention.
Well, I certainly believe in you, Ezra. Curious, is it just going to be the trio on the record?
Yeah, well, that's another great question. Roger, Steve, and myself
are definitely going to be the core band featured on the record, although I have been in touch with lots of amazing musicians that are willing to contribute, like Brad Barr of the Barr Brothers and the Slip, one of my all-time favorite musicians, and Reed Mathis of Electric Beethoven, Billy Martin of Medeski Martin and Wood, Dan Leibowitz, Lebo of ALO, Jason Crosby, Marco Benevento, Calmia Traver of Rebel Bucket. So it could be a very cool collaboration, actually. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show. Hey, I know you got to run to a rehearsal, but I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, well, you know, I do kind of have to make it to Oakland, and rush hour can be brutal this time of day, and you know, I'm not really much of an aggressive driver anyway, so you know.
There you have it, Ezra Lip. What an articulate and energetic young man that is. I certainly would place my bet on him, and will be doing so. Thank you so much for tuning in to the podcast. This has been the Ezra Lip Hour, more or less, and we'll see you real soon. Thanks so much.